Let's see. Let me try this as an analogy. If you can dig it, cool, and then if not, that's okay too. But see if you can get your mind around this. Imagine a fire hose, inch and a half or whatever, fire hose, and belts out a good stream of water, and you got the nozzle on the end. And you can shape that water in various ways. You can nozzle back and make it a mist, like a fog. You can nozzle down and make it a tight stream. You can open up, close it down, direct it up, direct it down. You can lob water over an obstacle, Lots of stuff you can do with a fire hose. So the fire hose manages the water. You could say that the fire hose is the expression of the water. But the fire hose is not the source of the water. The source of the water is got to have, it's the well, or it's the lake, or it's a portable pond you set up, or you're connecting to a hydrant, which is connected to a water tower someplace, right? The source of the water is someplace else. You can't confuse the deliverer of the water with the source of the water. The fire hose shapes the water, it expresses the water, but it is not the source of the water. The same is true for the sword. You may hold the sword in your hand. That's where it connects to you physically. That's the nozzle, right? And you can direct the sword here and there. You can thrust, you can cut hard, you can cut soft, you can, do all kinds of stuff. This is the expression of the sword. This is the expression of the sword energy. But it is not the source of the energy. The source goes to your center, down deep, and from there, rooted into the earth. That's where that power comes from. The sword is the expression of energy. It is not the source of the energy. There are people who think that they hold the sword out here, it's connected to them at the hand, and that connection ends at the wrist. That's all there is. It's not connected the rest of the way down. So they have this idea that picking up the weapon imbues them with power. The energy is in the sword. Oh, I pick up the sword, now I'm a hero, I'm a tough guy. Right? But they got it backwards. The sword does not imbue you with power. You imbue the sword with power. That's why a sharp sword in the hands of an idiot is not all that dangerous to you. Because he's an idiot. Lay the sword on the ground, can't hurt you until somebody picks it up. It's not the sword that imbues you with power. It is you that imbues the sword with power. So, just for consideration, what if you made your connection to the sword not at the fingers, not at the wrist, but at your core, at your center, and down deeper, down into the earth. And the energy came up your legs and through your center and expressed out. How would that change your relationship to the sword? What would be different?